Have we learned the lessons of, what happened over COVID? And what do you want to hear the president at the State of the Union talk about? He just announced, COVID, he says it's going to be over in May.
It's conveniently done in May.
Yeah.
Well, right. That is something that I was concerned about over the last 3 years during this COVID pandemic that continues. That's what I was doing as an attorney. I was doing a lot of COVID litigation and fighting for people that are in the hospitals that are getting these killing protocols. And we had a protocol that would keep them alive. So that's what I've been doing with other lawyers across the country. I don't trust President Biden. I don't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. I really don't. I think whatever he's going to say on Tuesday, we have to take it with a grain of salt. Conveniently, the COVID pandemic is going to be over with in May. My number one issue, I just want to get in real quickly, really is national security. It really is. He's our commander-in-chief. His job is to protect the American people, secure our borders, and he's failed us, and his priorities are not with us.
So, Janine,
do you trust? Were you going to call me?
Well, wait, yeah, but let me just phrase. So, she's talking about national security. I think Democrats care about national security too. How concerned are you, Janine, when all this information has come out about Hunter Biden and the Biden family connection, 10% for the big guy, getting money from the Chinese Communist government and Chinese businesses? Are you worried that the president is compromised? And how do you think that affects a situation like we just had this week with this balloon?
So, Rachel, the Chinese balloon, that was unfortunate. I'm glad it shot down now. I'm glad nobody got hurt when it was shot down. In terms of Hunter Biden, I don't think about that at all. As a Catholic physician, what I am concerned about is access to abortion care, access to birth control.
As a Catholic physician?
As a Catholic physician. I'm Catholic, so I'll claim that.
Yeah.
And as I've seen, but I'm not trying to shock, but I have seen coat hanger abortions. After, obviously, Roe versus Wade was passed back in the 90s when I was in med school. So I want access to abortion care, access to birth control care. I want the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act brought back up. And I'd like Biden to focus on getting more people into the middle class. In 2015, it tipped, so less than 50% were in the middle class. We need to bring more people into the middle class. And I'd also like to see a ban on automatic weapons and a focus on domestic terrorism in this country.
All right, Frank?
No, I mean, we just had, in that earlier segment, they were talking about the mining ban that was just put into place in Minnesota. And those are good jobs that could occur here. The same week, this administration approved hundreds of millions of dollars to be sent to the Democratic Republic of Congo to support its mining operations, where UNICEF says 40,000 children are employed, I'll use that term loosely, as miners.
No, they're slave laborers.
Slave laborers.
Yes.
Let's bring those jobs back here. If you want a green economy, great. You need mining. You need critical minerals. We can do it here. We don't need to send all this money that's coming out of the government and being sent overseas.